Yo, hi, happy 2026, everybody. Now, YouTube, right here on YouTube, is a fantastic place to learn any kind of skill, especially filmmaking and content creation. But while there is a lot of good advice, with the good also comes the bad. So today I'm going to go over 5 of the YouTube filmmaking advice that I see right here. You could say 5 filmmaking bullshits that I see right here on YouTube. These are all personal just to me, but they are things that I think you should probably just ignore and just treat it like noise. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so number 1 is holding the microphone. You know, like these little things like this, the DJI mic mini. You see a lot of people, content creators, either holding this or they have a lav mic and they hold the end of the capsule there. So many people get bent out of shape by this online. Oh, that's not professional. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Like, if it works for your video, and sometimes it looks kind of fun. You see somebody with one of these clipped on the end of a chopstick or a fork, just works. Yes, you do need to have the microphone an equal distance from your mouth while speaking at all times. For the best sound, it changes the further or closer away it is, the dynamics do change. But, if it works for your video and you find it fun, who cares what somebody online has to say about it? Because honestly, if you have the time to go online and rag on people because of them holding a microphone, like, you got too much free time on your hands. Find something better to do. Alrighty, number 2, and this is one that kind of makes me laugh. Overly complicated timelines. You see all these people on socials posting their screenshots, or they have like a split video where, they have the actual video playing across the top and the timeline just scrolling along at the bottom. And they have this incredibly complex timeline with like a million different audio tracks and all these other layers on the top. And it's kind of sold to people as if you need this or you're not a professional editor. And while there are use cases, Netflix documentaries, all sorts of like timelines which do get kind of complicated, it's also completely fine. You are not unprofessional if you have a timeline which is much more simplified. Sometimes your timeline will be simple, sometimes it will be much more complex. It's not a sign that you are a pro editor or a top Hollywood level professional if you have a crazy timeline. It's a silly brag, and it kind of leads people into thinking that they need this and unnecessarily adding things to their timeline. Add what is necessary for you and don't worry about the rest of it. Okay, so number 3 is labeling everything as cinematic. Cinematic is a term which just means to look cool, to look good, whatever the current trend is right now. And a lot of the time, people just don't understand. Cinematic, it's supposed to look like a movie. And for movies, there is more than just what a creator A or creator B is saying. Usually it is seen in conjunction with, this lens makes everything look like cinematic. This LUT is the cinematic fix for everything, and that is just not true. There are a million things which go into a cinematic look, and while I'm not saying you shouldn't go for a movie style look, you shouldn't think that you can get it from one item that a creator online is trying to sell you. There is more to it than just one light, one lens. It's a whole menagerie of things all working together. It's composition, it's understanding your lighting, and things like material objects such as lenses. Maybe it's a cool lens, but it's not gonna be the one-stop fix for all of cinematic stuff. It just doesn't work like that, especially LUTs. LUTs are the most overly used thing. Buy my one-click LUT that goes for everything, makes everything look like a movie. Everything is cinematic with this one-click LUT. Not true, because not every type of footage and not every type of camera profile is going to react the same. Keep that in mind when you're buying someone's digital products that they're selling for an extortionate like $50. Number 4 is stop bashing film school. There is a whole bunch of creators online that are saying that now there is YouTube. Fuck film school, forget about that. You do not need it. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. And yes, while I, as a person who have learned right here on YouTube and self-taught, buy all of the free information which you can do from the comfort of your own home in your own time, and it is great, that doesn't take away from film school. Film school, I never went, but you would have all of the access to people who are usually well versed in what they are teaching. I'd hope at least anyway. And you are surrounded by people who are all like-minded filmmakers who are wanting to learn filmmaking and get into this trade. So much as I would say you don't need film school, people should stop bashing it. It's a great thing for a lot of people. And if you look at a lot of movie directors, they have all gone through film school. Okay, and number 5 is the Buy My Course Bros. There are a lot of courses, in fact, so many YouTubers are trying to sell you their course, and lots of them are just so mediocre or just teach you a lot of the basic things, and I really don't see the value in paying like $1,000+ for something which is like learning to expose, learning camera settings. All of this you can actually find on YouTube. And I'm not saying all courses are bad. There are some fantastic ones. I would say Flat Pack Effects, all of his ones for the motion VFX and all of the motion graphics. I myself have bought a couple of those. Great. There's a Blender one by a place called Interactive that also I've bought. Fantastic way for getting into learning Blender and 3D software. But there are so many courses, especially ones that are to do with just the filmmaking, and they use some fancy edits and teach you a couple of techniques which you probably won't use as much as you think, and use it as a gateway to sell you a course which is probably 2/3 of just fluff that you could learn for free on YouTube. Don't waste $1,000+ on a course like that. Use your ingenuity and find the courses which are actually going to be valuable for you. And there's one more course which I think looks amazing, but I haven't got any personal experience myself, so take that with a pinch of salt, but I think it should be good. It's from a YouTuber called The Standard Story Company, and it's called Wrapped in 30 Days. He is a guy who has an absolute wealth of knowledge to do with making short films, and he has a course teaching you how to make your short film and get it all wrapped and done within 30 days. I myself am seriously tempted by this. I think that probably is worth the money, and I think it's sub $1,000. It's like $600 or something. So I think that one looks pretty good. Anyway, like I said, I have no personal experience with that one. Take it with a pinch of salt, but be careful when buying these Buy My Course Bros. Even if it's your most favorite YouTuber, sometimes go down and look at the course content. And if there's a lot of stuff that's just about the basics, just move on from it. It's not worth the huge amount of money. Alrighty, there you go. I know that sounded like a bit of a rant, and it kind of is, but you know, just wanted to get that out there and, you know, give you food for thought. Make sure that you think about things before you just randomly start firing out money at things. It's very easy to get caught up in the I can buy my way into success mindset and not actually think about what you need to do first. Anyway, until next time, guys, peace.